We forgot the intro. Hi, everybody.
Oh, you fixed that screen.
Go ahead.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Stay Fishy Friday. We are your hosts, ready to have
Big
some
Rich,
fun.
Little Josh.
New chat filter for creators and no
Okay.
filters.
So let me turn off this. Okay.
Oh,
Here we
that's nice. They just put a new filter on here. That's cool.
go. For what?
You can go through and say, hey, only one of you super chats, or only one of you top fans or subscribers, stuff like that. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so tonight we got. I guess we have to tell you about today's video because Reaper didn't put out a video yesterday, and I thought it would come out today. And it didn't come out today. What?
Oh my God! Just not knowing the background and being pissed about the van. When you tell this story, it sounds like a bunch of damn hillbillies, and like I want to piss myself from laughing so hard just thinking about it.
What's wrong with hillbillies? I grew up hillbilly. You're a hillbilly.
Yeah, but like,
What the hell?
I sent everyone with
Wait. Since you moved out, you've turned bougie.
That's fine. Taste for finer things in life, but yeah, it's just like I had stuff organized, put this in here, that in there, these guys in there. They all have their own space, their own tub, planned out. We're good. Ain't none of that what was used.
The big tub strapped up top on top looked like the Beverly Hillbillies vehicle. I expect Granny to be on the back with a wheelchair being strapped in.
So we'll get into that whole story after we go on with the mom update. We're just letting a few more people go ahead and trickle in. But we'll go ahead and talk about that tonight because it is absolutely hilarious. To a sense, it was not hilarious.
No,
the van
it was
got
absolutely disgusting. Oh, I've seen that van. That van is 5 years old, and I bought it 4 years ago with 4,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
And there is a dent on every single side. There's scratches all over. The back taillight's busted out. You can see in the back where the trailer hitch, they missed and they bashed into the plastic thing and it took the paint off.
Mm-hmm.
Up in the front, there's the scratches all over the place. Oh, there's a piece of plastic missing on the front cowl where they hit something. And, blue paint all down the one side where they hit something. And I haven't had one accident in this car. It's 4 years old.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Every time I get in it, there's a bottle of cigarette butts in the door or something. It stinks to high hell. I hate that. My van was always clean, and nobody cleans it when they're done using it. And I tell them not to smoke in it. They do, sneak behind my back, but then they get tired and bored and tired of keeping up with the facade, and they just leave the stuff in the van. So my van stinks all the time. I have to drive it. I have to go out there, open up the van, leave it sit for 4 or 5 minutes, and then get in it because it's terrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we got enough people on. We can do
Let me
the
check that.
mom update real quick. We're close to
170.
200.
Yeah. Go back to here. Okay, so let's start the mom update, and somebody tag the time, please. I love
6:04.
when you guys do that. This week Tracy has gotten so much better. She was so sick last week; it was crazy. It was like we were almost wanting to call in the hospital 911 and take her in. She's gotten so much better. She's now back down. She ain't up on 4.5 of the air. She's back down to 3 all day and all night. So we're going to move it down to 2 tomorrow and see how that works. She's hovering around 97 to 99 on the machine, so we can turn the air down more. She's doing good. She's so much more content. She ain't coughing like she was, and her stuff is coming out clear and really watery instead of foamy and yellow. So I mean, she's just so much better. You can just go up to her and she just looks like, it's comfortable. So we reposition her, and she don't fight or nothing like that. She's doing a lot better, and she seems like she's a lot more alert because I talk to her all the time, and every time I talk to her now, I'm talking probably 95.3% percent of the time she looks my way when I talk to her now. I made that little joke because he was putting in some weird
So
stats.
do you know why? I'll get to why I do that. Remind me after the mom update. There's a reason.
Okay.
It'll make sense to you.
So the new nurses, we got 2 of them that have worked out. The other ones either quit or went wacko on us, and 2 of them went wacko. The one was here one day, acted like she's a great nurse. The next day, she's calling every agency available, trying to get Tracy taken from us. I'm like, the only thing that you're going to accomplish is to get Tracy taken and put back in a nursing home. She said that, oh, you have a fly problem in the house. I'm like, they're flies. I've got fly paper up. People come in and out the door and flies come in. She said that, oh, well, I had to suction one out of Tracy's trach. I'm like, no, you did not. Tracy's trach has a trach cover and the hose going to it. And it's got, filters where it sucks in the air, goes through the mist, and then goes into her thing. There's no way a fly got in there, period. That's all there is to it. And there ain't no flies in Tracy's room. We got a fly strip hanging in Tracy's hospital room, and there's like maybe 1 or 2 flies on that. Mainly it was by the garbage in the kitchen and the garbage disposal. And we hung a fly strip up there, and that we're pretty much gone. I don't see any flies no more. But that was a thing that happened, and she went crazy. She called the doctor and told them that this is an unfit house to have anybody taken care of here. And I'm like, why would you say that? And the doctor was even, because the doctor's been with us this whole 2.5 years, and she came out the very next day. And I'm like, yeah, she got fired. And what do you mean she got fired? Well, she complained to me and bitched to me about having to fill out her paperwork, not on paper no more, but on the computer. And she slammed that computer lid down and said, I ain't doing this. They're not going to. And I'm thinking she's just complaining to me. Well, she went and complained to the company that hired her and sent her here, and they fired her. I was like, I don't know what happened to her. She was so nice the first day, second day. She was just a raving lunatic here. Oh, and she put on a duo neb or something like that onto Tracy's wound on her side, which pulled the whole scab off. So she didn't know what she was doing. Duoderm, yeah. She didn't know what she was doing, and she called in all this trouble and stuff, and the doctor came out, and she's like, Rich, I've known you guys for like 2 years, and I love how Tracy's taken care of here. Every time I come here, this is a beautiful setup, a beautiful room, and you got curtains to pull, and I love your homemade stuff that you made so that people can't see there, and she's got her own little privacy area right in front of this huge 83-inch TV, and this is a beautiful room. I would love for my patients to be set up like this. A lot of them aren't, and she's like, you take such good care of her, and no matter how tired you are, you're still there doing it. And many people would have given up and sent her to a home and stuff like that. And so I was concerned when she called and started saying all this. And she goes, but I'm here. It's the next day, and the place looks great. And, she looks great. Everything's taken care of. But yeah, that was something else. So that was one nurse. But these 2 that are here now, we've got Bonnie. She's the main nurse. She works Monday through Friday, 8 till 4. And then we got a nurse that comes in sporadically on weeknights, which I don't really even need nights, but she comes in and it changes my schedule because I'm used to working nights and sleeping in the morning from 8 till 11:30. And she comes in at nighttime, and there's really no work I can get done in the pitch black nighttime here. Everything's outside. And so I'm laying in my room and I go to sleep then, and then I'm up in the morning, and it kind of changes my sleep schedule. But I mean, I'm appreciative that she's here. I'd much rather somebody else be on Saturday and Sunday during the day, and then somebody be on Friday and Saturday during the nights. That way I could get away for the weekend to all these fish conventions. Like we're missing Animal Con right now. We were supposed to be there. I don't have a weekend nurse. There's no way I could go there. And then, Orlando Aquascello, we're missing that one. There's a bunch more that I've been invited to and can't go and do. And, until we get these nurses set up. So we've got 36 hours left. We need a nurse for Saturday, 8 a.m. until 8 p.m., 12-hour shift, and then Sunday, 8 a.m. till 8 p.m., and then a 12-hour shift Saturday night from 8 p.m. till 8 in the morning. If we can find those 3 positions, we then got enough for the nurse to go away, because Miriam comes in on Fridays, but she comes in from 11 to 7. and I have to be there from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. to get the new nurse in and sign her out, and then feed Tracy and take care of that in the morning. So the nurses' timing don't overlap there. But she said on them weekends that I'm going to have out, she will come in and work from 12 until 8 a.m. And that way I can leave right after Friday night, right after the live stream. We can prepare and get ready. And then at midnight when the nurse shows up, we can leave and drive wherever we want to go and be there for Saturday morning. So that'll work, but I need them 3 nights filled. So we've got 36 hours left and 36 hours of nursing to fill. So we're good to go. Well, we can keep Miriam as the night nurse, and it ain't taken into any of the other hours. Because once the Monday through Friday and then the Friday through Sunday is taken care of, 24 hours a day, then Monday through Friday is 8 hours a day, then I'm good. I don't care about the rest of the hours. They can spend it on any hours they want. You know, you want to come in from 6 o'clock at night till 6, you know, or midnight, 6 hours. I don't care. Them are extra hours. I don't mind. But, you know, they filled it up with Miriam and left the 36 hours for the weekend. So we're getting real close to having my optimal nurse setup. So that'll work out. I haven't been able to get a bunch of sleep because the new nurse, Miriam, I've had to stay up and watch her, you know, and help her. She was kind of new to it looked like. And I had to help her at night times with Tracy and teach her things and all that. So now she's been here a couple weeks. It's getting to where I just said today, I think I can sleep at nights with Miriam here now. So I'll be getting more sleep and catching up. So, but other than that, Tracy's doing real well and being real aware and alert, and you know, just she's not run down. You can tell when she's sick. She really looks run down.
So you were finishing up the mom update. You know, there's people in the chat wanting to see you twerk and stuff. We're going back and forth. I'm like, yeah, I've seen it. You don't want to see that. It's not
why
pretty.
Why is anyone talking to me about twerking?
They want to see you twerk.
I don't twerk. Where'd that come from?
You guys should have seen this man when, you know, pour some sugar on me, comes on. He throws that mullet behind him through his leg, and he's just going, you know.
I will admit, when Genuine Pony comes on, I will jump on the pole. I will do some dancing. I will do some grinding. I do. I can't help it. And I pity the people that are around when it happens. Who was that? Someone was sitting in a chair, and I went up and gave him a lap dance when Genuine Pony came on.
That was Roberta.
Roberta? That was funny.
All right, so
you ever have a lap dance from a fat white guy? I'm called Fat Lavender when I'm drunk in Genuine's on. I just want you to know.
All right. Yeah. So I just can't get this burning image out of my head of, you know, you sitting there flossing your mullet between your butt cheeks.
And you don't look sexy at all. You look like I'm trying to wipe my butt with a towel. That's what. You're not sexy when you do this. Oh my God, Josh.
All right.
Can we get back to the fish?
So the little stat I was talking about, you're saying the specific numbers and whatnot. There is a formula online. Say if you're talking to a crowd of people and you say, hey, you know, I'm going to rescue a large amount of fish. Does that sound appealing? Or does saying something like, hey, we just rescued 16 fish in 12 hours. It puts a type of a statistic onto a meaningless statement and gives it like credibility, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And it gives more of a, I forget the word I'm trying to use, maybe like a purpose, and people see that and their brain's more drawn to it to actually click it. As you can see that last rescue video I did, I kind of used that same title, and it did well. It outperformed on all 3 of the stats. It went up, and it did pretty well. So I learned that from studying these bigger YouTubers when they're doing interviews. They're talking about how they make up their titles and stuff like that. And I actually learned a lot from that. So I'm trying to incorporate it.
Well, as I put up my videos, go back and change the title if you feel like it.
Yeah. See, the thing is, I don't half the time I don't watch other people's videos. I hardly have time for the ones that I do because I'm not only doing YouTube, I'm doing Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that stuff. So it's like,
2 seconds, YouTube thing on your phone, and it comes up, and you go to content, and you can see what I'm putting out today before you go to work.
yeah, but then I gotta watch your
You don't got to
video.
watch the video. You got to see what it's about. You know, just by the title. Oh, we got new critters in. You know, that's an okay title. If you have a better idea for it, put it down. Or call me. I'm up, and I'll change it to what, you know, something along the lines of what you're thinking.
You know, a lot of times, like if I'm, on YouTube and I see something, I'm like, hey, I like that video, but I can do it better. I've got a running list of videos I want to do. I just haven't done. So there's a huge list on here that I can do. They're all great ideas that I think would perform well with titles associated with them
Right.
as well. But yeah, it's just finding time for everything. It's rough. And if you guys noticed on Facebook and whatnot, I've been going back and reintroducing old episodes and stuff, but I've edited them down to where they're not 15 minutes of old editing style and boring. They're, a little bit sped up and, a little better editing on them. So it's a little more action packed and you guys get to relive those moments again. And all the people on Facebook and whatnot that haven't been able to see that, they can actually go back and see that content again. And if you guys are not on Facebook, you guys can go on there. I am starting to do giveaways on Facebook and whatnot too. So it would pay off for you guys to follow the Facebook page. It is growing substantially. I believe I'll pass the YouTube channel next month. And that's a big step towards the right direction. What else?
I'm trying to look for super chats and don't look like there is any.
I haven't seen none yet.
I'm going back to the things now. I don't think we missed any. No, that's all the way to the beginning. Yeah,
All right.
there's none.
Yeah, there was something else I wanted to bring up too, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for a few more people to come on. We're gonna let this live stream get a little bit more fun and exciting, and then we're gonna, slowly add in that stuff. We got two main topics to talk about. Just catching up on some of the comments here. Yes, so Sebastian said credibility. I think I did say that. Yeah, it does give the titles more credibility.
Well, see, we get a lot of people that, we're not fake at all. We tell people how it is. But that one time that I had you on there saying I quit, you were cleaning the tops of tanks and you yelled at me, I quit, I'm done. And that's what I used for the title for the next day. And then I showed the video of how you were doing the work and then you didn't want to, clean the tops no more. And there was no false advertising about it. But everyone's like, oh, what's that called when you put a fake clickbait? Oh, you're clickbait and you're clickbaiting. And I hate being accused of that because we are the realest channel out there, and it makes me want to prove that we're not clickbaiting. But you know what? I don't care because look at the clickbaiters. Look at Paul Cafaro. Look at, Zach Ketchum and Monster Mike and all them. They're all up into the millions of followers and they clickbait the shit out of their stuff. So I'm tired of being held to this high standard from everybody. And all we're trying to do is give money for that's the only reason we're putting out the videos. That's the only reason we do the work is to make more money for the rescue. And, people don't understand this. The YouTube money is actually our money. It's not the rescue's money. We're making a video and we're getting paid for it on YouTube. But we're using all of the YouTube's money to help pay for the rescue so that it's not coming out of my house money from my rentals, and I can have my bill money and my house money back and, all this money can go towards the rescue. So it's not like technically out of our pocket, but it is because right now I can say we get in about $300, $400 a month in what do you call that? Donations. And the rest of the $3,200, $3,300 is us paying for the rescue, you know, out of our pocket. And I should be claiming that on taxes, but I don't want to risk what do you call when they come in and they check you out, to where I can do $3,000 a month. That's $36,000 I'm donating to a rescue. They're going to audit me for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I don't need to be audited because I'm trying to do a good thing. So,
Crazy Cichlids just said, Josh, would you not consider giving up your job one day and going full time in the rescue and making much more content?
if it made us money, yeah,
really
sure.
take the rescue to the next level.
He's got a damn good job with good benefits.
Which I haven't even told you this, but my boss came in the other day, and
You gotta speak up. You're far from the mic.
just wait. I had to sit that there and think. I'm like, do they watch me? No, we're good. I can talk about it. He offered me a new position.
Really?
And it pays substantially more. It's a lot more business, and you know, basically
Less field work.
I'd basically be, you know, the boss in charge.
Okay.
And so I'm
It's going to take a lot more of your time, though.
No, same time.
Okay. Okay. Well, then it's dumb to say no.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
did you say yes?
I told you I'm working towards it.
Well, if he offered it, how are you working towards it? It's yes, boss. I will take that job. Done. You don't have to work towards it.
Because you don't understand how licensing work and how,
Oh, you got to get those different things that you got to be able to fulfill that job. Gotcha.
So
His
yeah.
boss is a great guy. He's a nice guy, and he's into fish. He's been here a few times, and he's just amazing. He's a great guy. And I'm not saying that because Josh works for him. I'm saying that because he generally comes by here and he's like amazed at the place, and he tells me how good Josh does, and he's one of the best workers. And you know, I taught Josh a long time ago something. I was like, if you go in there, and I don't mean to be a kiss ass, but if you make your boss's life easier, you're going to be the one that's going to get the promotions, as opposed to somebody comes in there and just does his time and leaves, you know? So if there's a thing where you can spend 5 minutes and you take care of this or something for him, you show him, you know, he's like, oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that, because he was going to have to do it. Stuff like that, you know, just make his life easier. Because I know in this situation, when I got community service people or volunteers over here, some of them come here and they're just dumber than dirt. And I'm sorry to say that. But, you know, I have to do their job for them and with them and teach them and show them. And I'm spending all my time on these guys that are barely helping us toward the good community service guys, you know, like Stan and Mark, you know, people like that come over here and I'll be like, you know what, this all needs to get done here. And I can walk away and he handles the whole thing. You know, that's the type of worker you need to be, to where it makes your boss's life easier. And then they're going to give you the better jobs. They're going to give you the more paying, you know, the pay upgrades and all that kind of stuff.
So to go back and answer their question,
Okay.
I would consider going to social media and being an influencer full time.
If it
But-
paid.
Yeah, it would have to, you know, beat my salary and my benefits.
And it don't go nowhere as close to that. Right now, we were making like 3,200 a month, and it was almost covering all the bills. And it's cut down now, way down, after they changed their format and stuff, to where we're not making nowhere near as much. Now we're happy to make the $2,000 a month. So I'm putting in, you know, 1,000 to 1,300 a month out of my own money to cover the bills. And you know, that's without any medications. Any medications come in, that's extra. So there's no chance that we can quit anybody's job and rely on Facebook, unless we got the people in, like, you know, Paul Cafaro and Zach Ketchum, where they're making $50,000, $60,000 a month. You know, 3 million people, 2 million people. I mean, that's some money to make, $50,000 a month, and that's not even Paul Cafaro. That's less than him. That was, I don't want to say names of how much they make, but you know, all those guys make more than 50,000 a month. It's crazy how much money they make. Now on that, hell yeah, quit your job and make this a full-time thing. Hire people to help you, hire people to a camera for you, and you're making more than 50 grand a month. Hell yeah. It's, 2 months and you're making what we strive to make all year.
I mean, it virtually is almost a full-time job now.
Right. Well, you come home from work, you spend an hour or two, sometimes 3 here, and then you go home and you got, the new baby. She's almost a year old, or it is a year old, but it's still new to me. You got the new baby, the new house, and the new girlfriend. I know you've been with her 2 years, but that's the new girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? You got that whole life you got to deal, and then you've got things around the house you got to fix. You got, stuff you got to do. You got to handle your husbandly duties. You got, your dad duties, all that on top of this. So by the time you get home, you must sleep like a log, son, is all I'm saying. Because you get up and go to work. No one has to bother you. That was one thing great about this kid. Every day getting up for school, they'd get up on their own, they'd make their own breakfasts and they'd be off to school. I never had to yell at them, they were just up and going, and we'd drop them off at their school, and it was easy. It was easy to grow them, to raise these kids.
All right, Vasquez family, $5 says, here you go. Happy Friday, Fishy family.
All right, Vasquez family, our first. See that we sit here, 2 hours every Friday, and make a couple bucks. The Vasquez family kicked in with the first super chat. Thank you. Other people, they don't even answer any questions unless it's a super chat. I don't want to be greedy, but we're here for a reason to do this. It's to make money for the rescue.
Unfiltered Fish Keeper, $5 and $5 again. Ask the same question. Is the pond clear enough to do underwater video?
The one outside?
I don't know which one he's talking about.
The indoor pond is definitely clear enough. I do the turtle cam like every 3 months or so. The outdoor pond can, but it's got a lot of that algae at the bottom.
No, so I went in there. That's not algae. That is like a type of moss. It's actually an aquatic plant, and it's just growing rampant everywhere.
Okay, so it's a plant.
Yeah, but it's just like stringing, and it's covering the whole bottom 18 inches of the pond.
Does it come up easy if you pull it?
Yeah, you can stick a net right in there.
So,
and pull
okay.
it out.
Well, I don't want to do a net because it makes a big dirty mess. But if we take a 2-inch hose and you go in there with your weight belt, and your air compressor, and you just down under there, you suction it out, you can get rid of all that shit, and then we refill it up.
Yeah, but the only issue with that is all your baby koi hiding that stuff, and you're sucking them out.
There's no babies now. That was at the beginning of summer.
There's some small ones. I know
Yeah.
there's ones like that from the beginning of the
Right.
season.
We never said hi. What's up, Raheem? Let me see. Jens and Will Start's here. What's up, Will Start? Jim Sheasley's here, our buddy. Brian Jennings and Sebastian's here.
Hey, Jim, are you planning on coming out tomorrow? I know I answered you. I didn't see if you responded to that or not.
Kathy's here. Let me see who else. Sue Ann's here. She's always here. Thank you, Sue Ann. Bambi's here. See, we got church people in there. Bambi's here. Gotta watch what you say, Josh. She's a heck of a cook too. Let me see. Mountain Dew Voltage. Never saw that before. Doom Pie. What's up, buddy? Crazy Cichlids.
Question.
Burge FC. Amber Sparks. Ross Dingle. Let me see.
Brian Jennings says, Josh,
Gone fishing.
peacock bass have fry now. How long should I wait to remove the babies? That depends on what kind of tank you have them in. Are there
If there's other fish,
fish, are they going to pick them off and eat them? If it's just the bass, they are really great parents and they will protect the fry.
Wait. We have eggs in there now, right? And the bass. No, that was the other things, the red Motags.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. Sorry, my bad.
So when the bass have babies, they'll pretty much ball around the mom, and they're great parents. So you can leave them in there as long as you're comfortable. I'd say up until about an inch.
If there's a danger of them out. Yeah, like there's plecos in there, there's clown loaches in there, there's other things that can get past, and bottom dwellers or whatever things that will eat the eggs. You can always siphon them out with a a hose and just get right up close to the eggs, and it'll siphon them right out. And the parents can attack the hose, and it'll be fine. And then you got the eggs or the small fry or whatever, in a new tank that you can feed them a specialized food, and with no worries of anything eating them.
Jim Sheasley, $10 says no. Sorry, can't tomorrow. I have to work. That's a shame. It's all right though. Jim
We'll
was just
try and have fun without Jim here.
Jim was just wanting to come out and help with the koi because I'm draining that back pond.
That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Got to get in there.
I got no nurse tomorrow. The next day.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't want to be out there doing it myself. It's got to be done. I got to do it.
I want to be out there involved because you can't do anything without my instructions, son.
So who knows? We might have some volunteers tomorrow.
We got Mountain Dew volunteers. We are going to have volunteers tomorrow.
But I also got to pull that coral piece out of the pond too.
Right. Mary Faulkner's here. Weird Matter. This is something new. Morn Van Derberg. Hi from South Africa. Well, hi, Morn.
Mark says he'll be out tomorrow. Cool.
Stat member Mark. Mark he's a great worker. He helps, and now he's helping without community service. You're a good friend, Mark. SWAT member 187.
Here I was thinking it was my charm and good looks.
Shannon Gregory, what's up? Let me see.
Sue-Ann, $5 says 200 likes and Rich twerks.
Hey, of course.
For 200 likes. Yeah, I don't know.
Backyard Boats is here. Oh, that's Skylar.
Sebastian, $3 says congratulations on the promotion, Josh. Well, I appreciate it.
It ain't there yet.
It's not in head paper yet, but it's definitely in everyone's thoughts, and we're definitely going to work towards it.
Jill Letterman and Chris Tyler. There's so many more I can't keep going back to, but hello everybody. Zen T from Texas, howdy. Mary Dean. Gina Ewing. Okay, so let's get past the hellos. Hello everybody.
So let's go ahead and we'll talk about the stingrays. So I know I posted a video of the babies. I was literally just out there and they are moving so much. It is crazy. So I think that it's probably been about 2 weeks since I've seen movement on them. So it's definitely getting closer, but the amount that I've seen the babies moving today was absolutely insane. Like it was just going like this on her back, just back and forth. Like they are ready to come out. So that's going to be happening.
Now, wait, the mother is which one of those? I mean, I see her when I go out there, but is she the one that Joey King and DIY liked? It's not that one.
He liked the common Leo, and she's not big enough to breed yet.
Gotcha.
But this particular female had 4 pups but before.
Oh, okay. So it's the one we had before.
So she's probably going to have
6 or so.
Yeah.
6, maybe 7. But she looks awful packed.
Yeah.
So, when they start doing that, they get up to like having 14 pups.
Our one, had 16. But I was out there.
One that Richie killed my fish room and we carried him out dead. And as I'm carrying out my beloved stingrays, it's just dropping babies out dead. Oh, it was the worst day of my life. I had probably $100,000 invested into.
Back when pups were, $1,000 a piece.
Yeah, and they were. Shit, that was damn. It had to be almost 20 years ago now.
No, it was right when we were moving out to this house. So that was 2011.
13 years ago. Yeah. 12 years ago. Yeah, my son and his friends went into my fish room, and one of them closed the door and kicked the power cord going out there and unplugged everything. So the next morning I go out there and all my breeder stingrays were dead. It was sickening. It was so sickening to me, and I'm carrying them out. I'm actually crying. And as I'm carrying out this big 36-inch big female, she's just dropping babies as I'm walking, and they were all dead. And it was the most sickening, grossest thing that's ever happened to me.
A platinum arowana, some huge 20-inch datnoids.
Yeah, they're big datnoids, yeah. It was sickening.
Brian Jennings says, Rich, Josh, will you be part of the event where Rod and Joey box? Should be a fun event. So
We're supposed to be involved in that.
So there's 3 cards that I know of right now. Rod versus Joey, Paul Cafaro versus someone else, and then me versus someone else. There's supposed to be 6 cards. So that's 3 of the 6 cards. So there's still 3 more cards.
I'll take all the winners of all the rest of them, and I'll box the 5 of them together.
Well,
but I got to be MMA.
And
they can box.
That's just like, if the event even happens, I've heard nothing on it since that initial, talk of it. I really haven't seen no one being serious about it, contacting no promoter, stuff like that. Because if it's happening next year, you need to start getting that stuff out now,
Yeah, you got to advertise.
It's like, I'm just not sure if that's actually going to come to fruition or not. But if it happens, I will be there. We did not say what tore up the van yet. We are making you guys wait in anticipation. Was it a Yeti?
$100 in the super chats. We'll talk about the van.
Was it
a Yeti? It was a Bigfoot. Will Star wasn't there.
Is it a bear?
Bear, could
Wolverine?
Everyone's saying it's Skylar. That's
could
you don't know how close they are to that, because she gets really viciously mean when she thinks she's wrong. She throws a fit, a temper tantrum. I had her in Walmart the other day, and she asked if she could, if I could buy her this bouncy ball. And I told her no, and she actually laid down on the ground, was kicking her feet and smacking the ground and crying and yelling at the top of her lungs. I had to walk away from her. It was embarrassing. I don't know how Skylar can act like that. Let's see what she says. She gonna come running out here, hit me with the broom.
Maybe it was a bunch of damn goats in the back of the van.
No, I can say that. That's no goats.
Goats or ducks? Was it ducks?
It wasn't ducks. Much bigger. Here she comes.
You grabbed the bouncy ball, started throwing it at me.
Maybe she wasn't on the ground, throwing a temper tantrum.
I didn't even ask for it. You said, take this, and you threw it at me.
It was the funniest thing. She went to go grab it, and as she bent over to go grab it, as she's running, she kicked it. So it looked like Benny Hill or one of the Three Stooges trying to pick up the ball. She keeps kicking it as she's trying to grab it.
Well, then you kept throwing it. You kept punting it.
I didn't throw nothing. You were holding it in your arm like this, and I just smack it down and bounce and then go run away.
Yeah, so you accidentally punted.
You were taking off after. Have you ever watched somebody try and pick up the ball as they kick it? I was dying in Walmart.
Then you kept throwing it at me.
Someone said, was it a cougar? Could a cougar?
Could have been, but, Skylar's much too young to be a cougar. Did I tell you she's going to hit me?
Flood City Fish Keeper said, Josh, thanks for messaging through Matt about the Fly River turtle baby. Yeah, if you guys ever have questions or you're concerned, I am always down to give you guys some advice. And if I can help, I certainly will. Did he start eating again? But by the way, is he doing better?
Who's this?
He bought a baby Fly River turtle, and from Rod, it was eating for a bit, and then it stopped eating. He texted me, wanting to know if he was doing it.
First, I check your water parameters. But go on.
His water parameters were great. That was the first thing I checked. And he was just like, yeah, I just want to make sure I'm doing everything right. So I went down the list. What's your temperature? What's your water parameters? Your pH? Blah, blah, blah. And went down the list. What are you feeding them? We figured out the problem. I just want to make sure that we got it taken care of.
Gotcha.
I said not yet. That is a little concerning. If
he's a baby, he needs to eat.
If it gets past a week 10 days, I would think about force feeding them.
Have you tried floating?
And to do
You know,
that,
I love the sticks floating.
yeah, I told him to try pellets. You know, just the majority of algae wafers, carnivore, mesivore, and protein. Give them fruits as a treat.
You can float Cheerios up there. As
Yeah.
long as you get them to eat.
But yeah, if it comes to it, gets around the 7 to 10 day mark, that's really right where you have to start being concerned with a baby that small not eating. And what I would do is grab a syringe, put a piece of airline tubing right on the end, and then basically put the syringe filled with like you want to
Powdered fish food, the flake fish food. Put it in there, mix it up.
Yeah, if you have that, make like
Make
a paste or a
a
slurry.
thick paste slurry. Yeah.
Yeah, and then suck it up in the syringe. Get it into his mouth. Try just putting it into his mouth at first and seeing if you can like kind of hold him up. You know, his shell's here, his mouth's up here. Put it into his mouth and see if it'll fall down his throat. And then you know, after that, you can force the syringe down
not
the
the syringe, but the piece of airline into his tubing.
Right.
And then you'll inject it. You know, you're holding him. You feel the bottom of his throat. You'll feel the tubing go past your finger. Then you know you can release the whole contents of the thing into its belly.
If you need to get my number from Matt and just go ahead and text me about it, and I'll try and help you as much as I can.
I like this. Brian Jennings says, "Boys, I'm living the rich man's life. Wine in a box, AC/DC on in the background, champagne taste on a beer budget." That is not how you grew up.
Shannon Dubas says, "Hey, Big Rich, it's been 2 years free of cancer for me. That's awesome."
Oh, welcome, or congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. We're up to $32. I don't see much more coming in, so.
Well, they might have to watch Reaper's video tomorrow and find out.
If it comes out tomorrow. Reaper's not very on the ball. I love you, Reaper, but you're not very on the ball, son. He drove all the way to Connecticut and back. No one else drove. So that was a 30-some-hour excursion for him.
Same here.
Yeah, but you're young.
What Wiley Gerardot, $25 says, "Long time no watch. Keep up the good work."
Thank you, Wiley. Appreciate it.
Glad to have you back.
Yes.
I have been seeing an influx of old channel members that used to comment all the time. They're starting to chime back in and comment. So I think we're pulling out of this rut, and our notifications are starting to go back out to more of our old subscribers.
We just need to keep going and keep going in the same direction,
For sure. Man. Reaper said, "Hey, it's coming out tomorrow." He's asking if there's any more updates on the AQUARIUM product. There is not. What we got was what we got. So I think that's where we stand on that one.
Would you stop? Stop it. Stop. Bad. Oh, yeah. Jen says Reap's got broken ribs every week. Sort of seems like it, doesn't it?
Almost
He's
300.
frail, though. I mean, he's so bone skinny. He needs some meat on his bones. I try and get him to eat all. I fed him oatmeal today, and he ate it.
People are
Ow! Will you stop? Stop it. Bad. Raheem says, or no, Bambi says she's seeing us being advertised here now where they weren't.
Talking about the AQUARIUM product. Suan, $5 says, "Like, comment, and share every video."
Thank you, Sue-Ann. You're the best.
It helps out on, YouTube and Facebook, TikTok, wherever.
Not only are you a good cook, you're a good friend, Sue-Ann.
How is Tracy? If you want the Tracy update, I believe it was 3 minutes in.
It's
on
always at the
live.
beginning of the live stream, and you can't rewatch it right now. You have to wait till we're finished. Then it will show the whole live stream again, where you can. Ow! Will you stop it? Do you see what he's doing?
Yeah.
He keeps biting my ankles and stuff.
I think he's like trying to lick it or something.
I don't know what's wrong with him. There, you hold him. I'm not holding him no more.
I ain't touching him.
He's like, here. Let me get back to the video. Right there. No.
You gotta expand the page. Or here, I got you. I got you.
You just took it off of what I was doing.
Well,
Jeez.
you're like a decrepit old man. 39 years later.
Okay. You know, I can't pick you up right now. I can't. He just wants attention, guys. Can I show you what's bothering me down here? It's our buddy Joey. He's jumping up. Hi, Joey. It's Joey. He keeps biting my ankles trying to be on the show. Oh, was that worth the build up? No.
It was aight.
I.
It was aight. All right, so we are at 200 likes. That means you got to twerk, Dad.
It's $200, not likes. Who cares about likes? I want the cash, the card, dinero, the money.
You are a cheap date.
A cheap date. I'll twerk for 200. I've always said, if I was a girl, I'd be a rich,
Yeah.
promiscuous girl. Don't want to say slut on mine, so I won't say slut. But you got to admit, guys are dumb. They'll pay for anything. I mean, otherwise there wouldn't be girls selling pictures of their feet online, or selling their panties online or socks online. That's dumb.
All right, 6 foot 445. It's no longer child runway. Sebastian says it was a small bite for a man, but a big bite for Joe.
She used. Go ahead.
Big Rich was too scared to talk to Loki like that. Depth Jar says it was 200 likes, and you agreed.
No. This whole time in my mind it was $200.
She says I only show 127 likes, though. So
There you go. There you go. So get off my butt. Quit riding my ass, people. Okay. So what else we got to tell them about? Oh, the outside is getting. Oh, the did you see? I was talking about the new lift for Tracy. We got that up to the bus, and all I need now is when community service people come over. There's going to be a bunch of people tomorrow. We're going to lift it up and put it in the bus where I can mount it and hook up to positive and negative, and then it'll be working. So I can't wait for that. Too bad says Big Rich to do expansion foam Joey up to pressure. He looks swollen. He's been working out. He's a little swollen. He's been trying to climb up my leg. It's working out. Muscles everywhere.
He wasn't trying to climb up your leg. He was trying to hump
Oh, okay.
Raheem's asking about the big tank we're supposed to get. That was all contingent on how well the tank, auction went.
And that's only up to
the
like 2,300.
Fund me. Yeah, we're at 2,450 or something like that.
It's a far cry from what he wants for that tank.
Yeah.
We need to actually now start advertising that on all other, channels on Facebook, all other groups and stuff like that. And then on also the tank, the Dwight Howard tank, we need to put that on like Brian's page that got people into lizards and stuff, reptiles. We're all fish.
I just don't think he posts that. It's not his content,
Go to his channel, post it on there. If anything, he'll give us a call. if you don't want it on there.
Yeah, you can't post on someone else's channel. Like nobody can go on and post.
I'm not talking on YouTube. I'm talking Facebook.
He doesn't have a Facebook group. He's got a Facebook page.
Oh, the page. Yeah, you can't post on that. He's got groups. There's groups out there for Brian. There's like 5 or 6 different groups. All right, we got 271 people. How many likes?
127 or something like that.
Oh, so you guys don't like us? Is that it? All right. Kyle Hernandez says, "What's up, guys? Love you. Love you too, guys."
Scott Willis is one of the aquascape guys coming back to the rescue.
I don't know. We keep calling and, get the runaround. So I don't know. I don't want to force and pressure somebody, and you don't want to keep calling and bugging them, So, we try and do it as etiquette as possible. We call what's happening, blah, blah, blah. Any news on, when you're coming out, that kind of stuff. And we don't push it. So, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
You asked how much did OFR get from the original Dwight Howard tank raffle? That was like $6,000.
It was $5,600. And then the lady had it for like 6 months and never picked it up. And then she donated us the tank because she couldn't pick it up.
Yeah.
And then Greg Woodstock originally bought it for, I think it was $10,500, and donated it to us to raffle off. So the original cost of the tank was well over 50 grand. But I like the ideas you came up with. You want to tell them about that?
Well, it's not we're going to matter because we have it up for auction now. So,
But
it's going to go to the highest bidder.
Right.
So, it's kind of a loss thing, but it was if we were going to keep the tank, but that's off the.
We're going to throw the arches in there, and then just fill the backside up like a paludarium and bugs and crickets and all kinds of stuff. And the archers can shoot them off the twigs going across and bring down and they feed themselves. It was a pretty neat idea.
Aggressive fish lovers says, can someone explain why last time I was at the rescue was Josh yelling saying, "Let go of my ears, I can do it myself"? No idea what you're talking about, bud. Bambi's asking, how is Alora? She's doing good. She is running all over the place. It's a very fun time, sometimes exhausting.
She came over here yesterday and was so cute. Remember that same ball that Skylar was talking about from Walmart? She's seen it, and she was like, and she stood up and walked to it. I'm like, oh my God, she's walking, Josh. She's like, yeah, I know, Dad. So I got the ball and put it in her hand, and she just held on to it, and then she smiled and laughing, and then she throws it to me. And I pick it up, and I bounce it twice, and I bounce it to her. And it rolls over to her, and she grabs it again, and she gives it back to me. And she kept playing this over and over, and she laughed every time that she got to pick it up again. It was so adorable and so cute. I had to give her the ball, so I told Skylar I'd buy her another one.
Wendy says, hi fellas, new to the channel. I am in love with the big indoor pond and love the Hubert cam.
Aww.
In fact, I love Hubert.
He is a sea puppy. He is. He's adorable too. He's so nice. You can pet him and play with him. He won't bite you. He's great. He will bite you. I found this out. I had my fingers standing on the tank, and the tips were in the water. He thought it was food, so he came up and he bit my finger. I was like, what are you doing? And I could give him some food. But he don't try and bite you when you pick him up or pet him or any of that stuff. He just thought my fingertips were food sticking in the water because we feed him floating big, like, what are them things called? They look like Cheetos.
They're puffs or crunchies or whatever you call them.
Whatever they are, but we throw them in there, and he comes, he eats them. He loves them.
Jets Carlson said, "Pop, pop, doing his job." That's funny. Sebastian says that Laura is on the ball. And she is. She just is a little
Dynamo.
daredevil. She started somersaulting off the couch.
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
She'll jump off of the little coffee table in between the two couches in our living room and jump into her ball pit.
Oh no. She thinks everything's going to land like her ball pit.
Mm-hmm. Fish Room Dave says, keep getting ads now during live stream. Is that a new normal for a live stream? Yes, YouTube changed their policy. There is nothing we can do.
I don't even think we get paid for them. We do. Because we weren't, asked, we weren't, they just initiated it.
Yeah, it's
usually when a new thing comes out, I have to tell, here's my account to get paid for. Here's this. And it didn't ask for nothing.
Yeah, no, it was just a notification that popped up, says our things changed. This is what you can expect.
She wooed. Did Brian pick up his arapaima? Not yet. It's all over the place, kind of new, but never know how many went.
That was a sidebar.
Gotcha. All right. Well, what else can we talk about? What are we doing next? Tomorrow we're going to drain down the pond and get out a bunch of the koi for Brian, and then we're going to have to fill that pond back up.
Yeah. That's going to be a job in the hand.
While it's drained down, do you want to take all that stuff out of there? Like we got them Christmas trees and all that kind of stuff at the bottom? Or you want to leave that stuff in there?
There should be no Christmas trees.
There is stuff down at the bottom of the pond, yes.
Shouldn't be. If there is,
there
take
is.
it out.
Okay, you want it out?
If someone threw a Christmas tree in there, I'm going to be pissed.
A couple years in a row.
No.
Yeah.
Who? When? Where? How? From where?
From here, every Christmas.
You have a fake tree, so how's that make sense?
Tried getting that past you.
Lie to me some more. Come on. Like, I dug that pond. I know it's down there. We cut down all the damn trees in the yard.
There were trees that we cut down, and then I threw some into the pond for like hiding areas and that kind of stuff.
There might be some small twigs that might have got blown into the pond.
Not small, like 10-foot long and 3-4 foot wide of all kinds of branches. I was like, I'm done cutting trees. Here, throw that in the pond. It sunk.
Hell, I'll just fill in the pond. We don't need it no more.
Mm. Do you know how many years I worked for that pond?
Yeah. And you're throwing damn trees in it.
For structure for the fish, enrichment net.
There's
Enrichment net.
Say that again.
Right.
Enrichment.
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 Okay. It sounded like that guy doing the rolls. Remember that one?
Someone's asking, is there shat koi in the pond? We have not added them yet. They are in the 500 gallon cube.
Yes.
Spring of next year, I will. I just wanted to get the new filter on the pond first. So.
See, enrichment.
Enrichment.
God dang it.
There's no rich enment. There's no N after the E. It's enrichment.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing double the M then. Yeah, there's no N there.
That's
enrichment.
Enrichment.
That's a word. Enrichment.
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 No.
Not,
Well, somebody set this boy straight.
Enrichment.
That's not how I said it.
Me and Sebastian are on the same level right now. Raheem says, Josh, buy some platinum archer fish from predatory fins.
Oh, he wants way too much for that.
Yeah, if they weren't so pricey, possibly, but I feel like that's just not the novelty right now. And to do years, they'll be, $80 a piece. something like that.
Hey, Daniel, Tracy, and you keep to your own, okay? You too, Kyle and Green Queen. Y'all suck.
Someone says change that fire alarm battery. It's not the fire alarm. It's actually the ADT alarm system. And you turn it off, and it comes right back.
Yeah, it's so aggravating. Now we don't even notice it. Rich really is from Ohio. Eat me, Kyle.
Yeah, they say enrichment.
Oh my God. I'd be choking on my drink.
They would call that an enrichment.
It's okay, buddy. I'm fine. I'm good.
That's gotta be the drinking word for next week. Enrichment. Shannon's asking if I still have the fire blade.
Of course.
I do.
He wanted to sell it, and I wouldn't let him.
I thought about
Big
it.
Rich, try pronouncing Entenmann's. Entenmann's is easy.
I thought about it next spring of selling the CZBR and getting the bike that I want. And then I'm like, you know what? It's got. I'd sell it for like 6 cents, 11 grand.
There ain't no bike out there faster than your bike, period. That your friends have.
I'll just buy
There's
the
a
bike I
few
want,
production
keep going.
bikes.
Well, Richie just bought a 2019
Harley.
R1. No, he bought the chopper too.
R1 Yamaha.
It was not an R1. It was a Ninja 1000, but it was a 2019, and he got a really good deal on it. But he's like, the thing is so goddamn heavy, it's ridiculous.
Remember, we went through the R1s. We went through the what was the Zuki, the Gixxers, and we settled on the Hondas. We're the best.
CBRs are the most versatile. I used to like Gixxer, but they're a lot more boxy, a little harder to handle.
A lot
I feel like
heavier.
getting with the CBRs, they're the best, dynamic, comfortable bike. I used to do a lot of the dumb stuff on that bike in my younger days, but I don't no more.
Tell you that bike's capable.
I mean, still, I've had that bike. It's a 07. I bought it in 2009 with 1,800 miles on it. It's got like 6,000 miles.
I bought it.
I bought it.
I bought it.
No,
You got it from me. I gave it to you. I bought that bike
you bought me the Gixxer.
and
I
traded
sold-
it for this one. Yeah,
I sold
it
the
and
Gixxer,
traded it for this one. Right. Got
And
you.
then I bought the CBR.
Right. So now the CBR is what I got you. That's all there is to it. I'm telling you, I took that bike for a ride and it was amazing. So smooth. This thing here, I'm telling you, I was doing 80 miles an hour on the highway and I thought I'd just downshifted and see what kind of power it's got. And this thing came up in a wheelie so smoothly. And I got scared. I went to put it down and it went down a little. And I was like able to give it gas and it just held. I held that wheelie, 110 or something.
Got like an enrichment in it.
And then set that thing down and shifted into fourth gear and then fifth. I'm like, holy shit, this bike is badass. But it wasn't I'm used to the dirt bikes, the CRs, all that kind of stuff with the power band. They just flip you over. This thing was just so controllable. I'm like, Josh, you got to have this bike. So I told him, get it. That bike is badass. Get rid of that Gixxer. Get that CBR. And it's a 1000 RR edition, which is race ready. And then it has the flame, what's it called? Fireblade edition paint on it.
So here's the thing: the bike that I bought was a 1000 RR. I then bought the same bike that was a Fireblade edition.
And changed the graphics.
I took the upgraded commander chip off of it because the guy had some aftermarket stuff on the bike.
A lot of it, yeah.
I then took all the parts that I wanted off of that bike, put it on my freshly just bought RR, and now it's the best.
And sold the other bike, yeah.
Right. Can you say Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
But you can't say in Enrichment.
There is a word that says enrichment, yes. But there's enrichment too. It's a word.
Yeah, it's the state of being enriched. There is an enrichment,
I gave these fish these things for enrichment.
and then you gave them an enrichment.
Right. Enrichment.
It's an adjective, but
It's a word.
to
That's all I
be
know.
used as a verb, it's enrichment. Grammar, so hard.
It's a word. Deal with it. You know, you're an ass. I'm going to look it up now. You know, no, screw you.
I told you it's it's
Enrichment.
and no, you spelled that. There's another E-N there.
It says showing results for enrichment.
So it might not be proper in English.
I guess there ain't a word enrichment.
So what I said, it sounded logical.
Wait. Ain't a word either. I'm from Ohio, people. Leave me alone.
It's now a word. All right, guys, you got 20 more minutes. Get whatever questions you want in the chat. Let me know. In Rich we trust.
You people suck.
Are you going to start doing rescues in the bus?
Yes, I can't. Here's the thing. I cannot register that bus as a commercial bus. But since I do rescues, on the download type thing, and I just take my van, it ain't considered commercial either. So I titled the bus as non-commercial. So I can do rescues in it, but I can't have it show up and be like wrapped as a, OFR bus. I can't do that.
There's nothing stopping you from wrapping your personal vehicle.
Oh yeah, you can get a ticket for driving a commercial vehicle for non-commercial use. You have to have commercial plates.
So then, how the hell does Mally's and all that?
And then you have to have commercial insurance.
Pay you to wrap your car and advertise for one. There's definitely a loophole there. We'll just call it.
There's somewhere, yeah. Do we ship fish? Absolutely not. Pregnant. Dubai says.
Pregnant.
I'm just gonna say it. I'll take the $1 and the swear jar. Fuck you, Dubai.
Where would the next expansion at Ohio Fish Rescue go? It would go on
Right.
to the back.
Right next to the deck where it ends, there's 36 feet of fish room and vinyl siding right there. We bring that out 16 foot by 36 foot. It'll end at the length of the deck. So that extra 36 feet, 25 and 11,
36.
16 by 36 would be the dimensions of the new room. After hours later, you want me to sit here more for making no money? I don't think so.
Allison Berry says, "Take me drunk and home." Marco says, "Hi, thanks for the OFR. Love all the videos. Be safe from Marco and ZA. God bless. Good night."
That is, but
Not
thank
sure
you.
where ZA is, but thanks for joining. Definitely appreciate the kind words.
See, we used to make anywhere from
Our boy Omar has been asking what's going on with the ducks. We got to do something with the ducks soon.
Are you going to wear it? You said you were going to wear it. They hit 200 likes. Wear it.
I
Or
will.
put it on.
I might wear this while I'm doing the koi pond. And I'll just go around the pond. Koi.
Sound like the penguin from Batman and Robin.
Call it an enrichment. That's going to be all over the video tomorrow. Oh man. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Matt Young says the loopholes to ensure your vehicles as a fleet, you would need a group of 3 vehicles or more.
Jens Carlson says, "Is it all about the cash, fam?" No, it's not. But you know, we used to make 300 to 500 sitting here on a Friday night, and now last week we made $73. It's just getting to the point where it's not worth it because we're putting a negative aspect on our YouTube. What's it called? Analytics to do this. So I mean, if we're making a few bucks, I mean it's worth it. So I mean, if we don't make money on it and it keeps staying, you know, tonight we made $62. If it keeps staying like that, we're gonna have to just cut out the Friday nights altogether because it's too much of a negative impact on our analytics. We tried the other channel and it didn't grow. There's only 1,400 people there. So I mean, it didn't help us. So I mean, I don't know what you guys want from me, saying it's all about the money and stuff, but
times change.
everything that we trying is to make money for the rescue. So you know, you go on any other people's live stream, they don't even answer anything unless it's a super chat. They don't answer all the questions that we do. We hang out with you guys. We do all that. But you know, the super chats is what, you know, makes it worth it for us to be here and do this. So I'm sorry that you feel that way, but that's all there is to it.
At the end of the day, we have a job to do, and our job is to provide for these fish. And, you know, we have to do what's best and bring in the most amount of fun so we can continue bringing this service to much more people in the future. You know, if we just wanted to do what we did, then, you know, the rescue would have closed its doors a long time ago.
A long time ago. I can't keep affording this. Right now, I'm paying $1,300 to $1,500 a month out of my pocket and to just pay the bills.
You know, these stingrays that they're about to be born, those are stingrays that we paid for, and now them pups are going to be sold to come up with funds to help the rescue. When, you know, any other fish keeper out there or business, they sell the babies and they make a profit.
They make profit. Same thing with the YouTube channel. They make profit.
I mean, you know, it's come down to we had to start charging, you know, adoption fees, even though that's worked out in our favor and whatnot, because it's really brought us more people and more awareness. So that's actually been a great help. And the same thing about the tours. We only offer for private tours now, and it stopped a lot of the, you know, wasted time that, you know, people are just wanting to come in and see the fish for free. Now people come in and at least, you know, make a sizable donation for an hour or two of our time. And they get an exclusive, you know, 1 hour tour, get the whole place to themselves. And at the same time, we get something to give back to the rescue. So it definitely helps.
And it's just the sense of this. Look at this. It cost me $400 to $600. We haven't gotten all the bills in because a lot of the things still say pending in the bank. So whatever Reaper spent on gas and food to go there and back, and then, you know, my van gets trashed. So we're talking, we looked up the interior pieces was $900 through OEM. We found it $200 through a junkyard. We found it for $190 with a liner, but the liner isn't made for the van seats to come up and out and fold out, you know. So I mean, we're talking at least a couple $100 to fix what we got, and that's if we go to pull apart and get the parts ourselves, if we can find the black carpeting, if we can find the same kind of van, and get this to fix it. So, you know, if it was $400 for Reaper to go there and at the very least $200 and then a couple hours of my time to fix the van, we're back to square one. So that's $600. You know, it's crazy.
Laura says everyone on YouTube are struggling. Whatever they change is not working. All the people who do live streams need to group together and get things changed back. So that's the thing.
That's exactly it. Thank you for saying that.
It's not so much the problem with YouTube alone. It's every other platform that is trying to compete. They're offering better benefits and more. So people are leaving YouTube to go to different platforms because, hey, what I'm doing on YouTube's not working, but hey, I'm blowing up on TikTok and I'm doing less work and I'm getting paid by this company to do this. And they're, spending their time where it makes them the most amount of cash and where it's, most beneficial to them. Now, YouTube's going through another iteration and they're changing again in November. So we'll see what happens with that, but you have to stay on top of it and make sure that you have everything dialed in on every single platform. Like, I don't know how many times I come home and I tell Brittany or my dad that, hey, this changed, we need to start doing this. And, that this happened today, so let's stop focusing on this. Let's put more time into this. And it's just a constant, like a revolving door, and it's you have to stay up with it to stay relevant. Think about it. How many times people have come in on YouTube, gotten big, and then they've just disappeared? How many of you can say that someone's been on YouTube for 5+ years or 10 years? There's very few people who can actually stay relevant and keep the momentum going. Most people, when their channel starts to go through that decline, they give up.
They quit.
And we're
trying to work through it so hard.
Through it.
But it's costing me $1,300 a month, and now you take this. We got a chat revenue of $62. Now, if you take that and split it in half, we're each making $31 for 2 hours of our life. And this is prime time. Your Friday night, you don't have work tomorrow. You can be home with your family. But instead, you're making $15.50 an hour. It makes it so just terrible, and we have to fight so hard to just keep doing what we're doing. And then, we got people saying, oh, you're all about the money. That ain't it at all. There's other channels, every other channel, nobody. And except for, channels that are just opened up or new. I mean, any of these big channels, they don't talk to nobody unless it's a super chat. And I can't do that to you guys. You're my family. You're my fishy family. I can't do that. I talk to everybody that says something.
Don't do live streams either. When they do, it's a big deal and it's a treat, to where everyone's on there and that they're, putting in thousands of dollars type stuff.
And that's another thing. Every penny that they donate goes to the fish room. We were up to, and remember at this point, we were up to making, $300, I think it was, a month. And we were like, yes, now if we make any more, we can start, having mad money. In other words, the bills are paid. The mad money extra would go to things that we don't buy now that we don't deem as important, like backgrounds, decorations. These tanks are there to hold the fish, but they're not pretty. They're big. They're pretty big, but they don't have backgrounds to them. Universal Rock's background for a 7-foot deep by 14 by 7 foot, you're talking 28 foot of 6 foot tall background. That's going to be $3,000. You know what I'm saying? So for us to buy that, that would have to be extra money above the bills. And then we'd make the tanks look beautiful. We would have other people out here and filling it full of real live plants and making it just beautiful and scaping them. We can't afford to do that because we're trying to pay the bills.
Fish Room Dave says maybe time to downsize the rescue for a while to lower your costs. See, that's what the sensible person would do. But
that's so hard.
Here's the reason we can't do that. We've prided ourselves on being the only... We
never say no.
Well, not only that, but we've prided ourselves on being the only sizable and sensible fully aquatic rescue on the planet. There's others that have come in and started, and they've come and gone. That now, not saying we're the only one. There are others that have started up that, hey, you got guys have inspired us, and they actually do great work. But there's nobody that is doing it to our caliber. I mean, when the
we are the biggest
aquariums,
privately owned rescue in the world.
When the public aquariums call you to come and save them from a natural disaster, or I'm
We get
closing
caught.
down.
And you're
That's not-
driving, 9 hours to get there and help them out and take all their animals.
And this isn't the first one.
Right.
This is the second aquarium that shut down that we've cleared out in the last 2 months. Now, so it kind of sucks because this content is so amazing, but the second that my guys left, I got a message saying, "Hey, I know you guys were filming there. Please leave all names, this off of all videos. We want no, mention. We want no ties. We don't want anybody to look bad at us for any reason like that." And I have to abide by their rules because I don't want to pick the business them off, because who knows, maybe something might come of it in the future. It's stupid to destroy a contact for a video.
Right.
So you play by the rules. I give you guys what content we can and try and make great content for you guys.
We try our best.
But 99 times out of 100, the public aquariums do not want to be filmed.
Yeah,
And that is
there's nothing we
because
can do about that.
They are in the public eye. If something happens to be seen on there and someone says, "Oh, that looks like crap," and then they get a bunch of flack for it. Same goes for farms, animal rescues, pet shops. Like, I hate to bring this up, but no matter where you go, you will have dead or sick fish. There's no getting around it. I show you guys this stuff at the rescue because shit dies.
It's true. And it's the real reality. You can walk through, a canal in Florida and you'll find dead fish in their natural habitat. There will be dead fish floating. Things happen, But here's the thing. All these long distance trips and all these things that we do to help out and do the best that we can to help save the fish and then rehome them and all that, a lot of it isn't on camera, but none of that is on our monthly bills. You know what I'm saying? This extra $600 going to Reaper was on top of the $3,200 for the bills. So I mean, I'm over here getting smacked in the face with bills left and right. So I mean, I'm sorry if I asked for super chats, and I don't mean to. I don't want any of our good loyal family to strain themselves at all. This is mine and my son's dream, and we were building it, so it's our responsibility. But and all in all, there's the whole YouTube has been fighting us, and we're trying to get ahead, and we can't get up into the crowds like Zach Ketchum and Paul Cafaro, or we're making man. If we were making that kind of money, we'd just be having you guys watching us 24/7 for free completely. We would never ask for a super chat. We've got enough money. Thank you guys. Check this out. Look what new things we bought. Look how we did this tank. Look how we rebuilt this. Look how we rescaped it. Our inside of our fish room would look like Brian Barczyk's Reptarium. It's all done with fake rock up and above the tanks, below the tanks.
50 grand a month. I'd buy us a building.
We'd have a building, yeah. Much bigger.
And Jim Sheasley, $20 says, "I wish I could give more, but times are tough. I know with you guys, it's not about
Jim,
money.
you give so much. Stop it, buddy.
And
Thank you.
You need to cover the expenses. You don't need to explain anything."
Look at that message.
Sean Rice says, "Hey guys, I'm still going to donate the full 100,000, but I'm also going to donate another 450. I'm not bullshitting you about this."
Well, thank you, Sean.
Well, buddy, I hope
Love
it
ya.
all comes in time, and when that day comes, it's going to be great.
Wait, we'll give you a personal tour with me and Joyce.
No, the new aquarium will be named
After him. Yeah, at that
Mr.
point, yes. You're right. The right aquarium.
Right.
Oh, that's a good one. The right aquarium to go visit.
The price is right at the OFR
Oh
aquarium.
my God.
Matt Young, $5. He put in a comment up here. I'm going to try and find it. He said, Have you ever looked at sponsorships? We have looked at sponsorships.
time.
I'm trying to get a couple now and endorsements. And I just posted a link to Facebook. There's this grant that Tractor Supply just put out. They're picking 10 non-profits. They're giving them $15,000 a piece for the ones that get nominated and voted on the most. So I posted a link. If you guys can go on there, click it, and not nominate us. Once the voting starts, it'll be like the mullet contest.
Right.
The top 10 nonprofits that get the
Did you say
most.
mullet contest?
The top 10 nonprofits that get the most votes will go ahead and be awarded $15,000. So I believe with our community, we can get that done.
We can. Also, the Guinness Book of World Records got a hold of me today and said that they're doing a what do you call it? A just online. What's that called? Just online article about my hair. So when you go to the Guinness Book of World Records webpage, you'll see me on there. So I just sent them more pictures and that kind of stuff, and also I was in this year's book of Guinness World Records, but now they got the pictures in it and we're in there and they asked me to buy the book. I'm like, wait a minute, I was in there. Shouldn't I get the book for free? So if you guys want to buy the book, we're in there, and Big Rich in there as the best mullet, competitive mullet male. Because the female, she beat me by 3 foot.
What if we have Sean fly out? He's the one who cuts your mullet on camera. He's coming out and he's donating all that cash. He should be the one that shaves off your mullet.
Why would I get my mullet shaved? What the hell? Who wants to cut this? Why would I cut this? What is wrong with you?
Donate it to charity. It'd be a great video.
If he's giving the money, he's already given it. Why'd I gotta give up my hair?
It's a good thing to do.
All right, Sean. If you donate the 100,000, we will say thank you and fucking love you good long time. You can come here, you get personal tours, it's your place, whatever. You put the 450 in, I will let you shave my hair if that's what you want to do. That's period. Screw you. Wow. Because then we'll be able to get that new tank and the expansion. And Sean can move in here.
We got Stephen Bundalock.
Nope, you missed this one.
I got that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Stephen Bundalock, $20, and he says a little something to help with the bills. I know.
Aw, thanks, Steve.
Like a phone. So good story. Once Brian's done, we will only have Betty and Paco left in the
Betty
tank.
and Paco. The rest are going to Brian's.
Yeah, we'll also
Even
have
Charlie
Black
from the
Paco.
Dort Mall.
Yeah, so
we're going to keep him.
No, we're sending Charlie back up to Michigan. We're going to send him up.
So the people in Michigan that used to go visit him in the Dort Mall can now visit him at Brian's new Legacy Aquarium.
Yes. So then we'll have Paco and Betty, and then we'll have our black Pacos and some albinos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. I like that. He's back to his homeland.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thought that would be a little fun,
Jens Carlson says, Randy, I am the liquor. It's a little, you know where that come from?
Trailer Park Boys.
Okay. Just checking.
You know what? I was thinking about a new Halloween costume. I could just come with liquor.
Dude, you come over, I'll be Randy. And you could be the liquor. You know who it is. What's his name? Leahy. That's it.
Leahy.
You can be Leahy. And we'll have Skylar be Bubbles.
All right, guys, we are at that 7:30 hour.
Do you guys want after hours? I can go get Skylar. She's not sick no more. If you guys want it, I'll do it for you. Let me know.
Well, that is up to you and for you guys to decide. But
You're not done yet. What time is it?
7:30.
That's an hour and a half. What happened to 2 hours? 8 o'clock.
No, it went from an hour to an hour and a half to 2 hours, and I took my ground back down to an hour and a half. It's not working out. I got stuff to do. So guys, I will see you all next week. And I will see you all in a hilarious video tomorrow. I will show you all the great enrichment.
Hey, stop your shit, boy.
All right, guys. See you guys.
Love you, Josh. Bye.
Oh my goodness, we forgot to show them.
What? What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Look at this new shark we got. All right. Let me go ahead and walk this around, There we
Stop
go.
it. Oh,
There
my
we go.
God.
Hey, guys. I heard you were messing with my cousin Bruce. Yeah, we have this black tip shark that we got. It's actually made out of plastic, so you don't got to worry about it being degraded in the fish room. So I'm going to hang this up as decoration. How cool is that?
Go get him the Jim Sheasley one. He brought that last one in there. Josh brought that back from the closed down public aquarium. Jim Sheasley bought this. Come on, son. Where you at? There you go. Jim Sheasley was at a
fish.
Jim Sheasley gets these things from like yard sales, and he brings them and buys them and brings them here. And I got
Well, hey, guy.
it's
Heard you were talking shit.
say, "Ow, get out of here." That kid is something else. All right. Let's see.